This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com. This show is brought to you by Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/awesomecast. It's time to get geeky, get awesome. It is the AwesomeCast. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're here to get geeky today. And with me in studio, for the first time in I don't know how long, the Dutters is with me.
Hello.
Katie Dudas.
I'm shopping.
Social media extraordinaire and prime and professional Prime Day shopper, apparently. Damn it.
Do I need this? No.
Yes. I feel like this is, we'll get into it, but I feel like this is the first time that I actually give a crap about Prime Day. You know, I mean, well, listen, I care about Prime Day, and I celebrate Prime Day every week because Optimus Prime gave his life for us, yes. So, I will share that every year.
I love that.
I don't know if you saw, I found the gif of Optimus playing basketball for some reason from the cartoon.
That's amazing.
Because why not? But this is the AwesomeCast. We'll get into it's just the two of us. It is just the two of us. Chill is on assignment with Big Bank International, and we're I don't know. We had you in. You had some slice.
Yes.
You had
I had a sliced salad.
A sliced salad,
which was very good.
Very good sliced salad.
So not just pizza.
That's right.
I should say that for the ad.
We'll get to the ad later. But everybody, thank you for joining us. This is the AwesomeCast. You can check out everything at awesomecast.com. It is up at the email address, awesomecast@sorgatronmedia.com. And, of course, we are on the Facebook, on the Twitter at AwesomeCast, and we're the Discord, the Reddit for conversations, and the Facebook group for AwesomeCast. And also, please subscribe to us on your favorite podcast app. And, of course, we are live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on the AwesomeCast Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and the Sorgatron Media Twitch. So you can hop in there and be on the chat. I do have all of those chat rooms open, I do believe, here. And I see Potters joining us. Not being at the hospital, not stopping Potter this week from joining us on the show. And also thank you to our partners, our audio partners over at postindustrial.com, helping us share the awesomeness. And thank you to our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/awesomecast. Our friends at the executive producer level, Brian Crawford. The Coffee Club level, Matt Weller, John Carmen, Cynthia Klasky, Scott McTaggart, and Mike Pound. And at the fan of the show level, our friends Michael Fedor, Professor Buzzkill, and Dave Potter. You can join the show. You can support the show, too, and get some extras and some extra messages and behind the scenes every once in a while over at patreon.com/awesomecast. So let's get into our awesome things of the week. We have a robot. I finally pulled the trigger. And actually, this is I'm as bad as Amazon, Katie, because the reason I bought a Roomba is because we've tried a couple of times now to get cleaners for the office. I didn't tell you this before, and it's flaked out a couple of times for one reason or another. So I was like, screw it. We're just gonna get a robot to clean the floor because the dog dust bunnies are getting bad.
Tumbleweeds.
The tumbleweeds. Yeah, I mean, you know that. You know, you have pets. You know, you get those little fur clumps after a while, and then you're just like, oh, I gotta go dig these out with a broom, and it sticks to it. It's like, no, I'm gonna get a robot, and this is the tryout because we have a nice open floor plan here in the studio. And it'll be the test run, and I'll figure out if it's a solution for a home too. Because I'm not good at cleaning things. I'm going to fully admit it right here. But so I'm also never home, so that doesn't help. But if a robot's taking care of it while I'm away, then that'd be great. So, but part of that is I did introduce it, and yes, I named it Jeff. I've been hanging out with Katie, naming her camera equipment for too long.
Yes, everything deserves a name.
Yes, you have Gary the long lens, and what was the other one?
Oh, Leroy the camera.
Leroy the camera.
Captures chaos.
He captures chaos.
Named after Leroy Jenkins, of course.
So I named it Jeff, and today we got it in yesterday, and I've already had to save it twice. I already had to save it twice. One, its battery ran out, and it couldn't. It said it was going home for like a half an hour, and it never ended back. It kept cleaning the same 2 rooms, so it was really really confusing. And and then today it shut itself in the bathroom. And I was like, do I interrupt it at this point? Because I'm like, I didn't hear it. I'm like, oh, it must have finished up. I looked, it's not in his home, and I'm looking around, and the bathroom door's shut, and I'm like, I'm the only one here. So I had to go rescue it and put it back on the charger because I think the battery might have run out again on the thing. So
it needs some alone time.
Yeah, it needs some alone time. It's like, here, don't leave me alone. It's like apparently we purchased a teenager Roomba or something like
You're
that.
not my real dad.
Yeah.
Runs to the bathroom, slams the door.
Exactly. So I mean, it's going around, and I guess it just pushed the door shut, and then it's like a fly that gets into your car and can't figure out how to get out the windows, right? Jeez, it's something else. Well, I was trying to pull up here. I'll have to try it on Instagram. But the dog got to see it for the first time today, and that goes as well. I could not imagine you have a Roomba with the cats.
No, you'd probably be a terrible idea.
They just start attacking it or something, right?
Oh no, they'd run. They're chickens.
Okay. And he wasn't like running from it. He was kind of. I mean, he was curious about it, but standoffish. So there's video if you're with us on the video feed today. Yeah, it's. I'll probably try to run it when he's not around. It's mostly worked. I think like the first pass at most of the, like a lot of the corners are cleaner and stuff. So we'll have to, we'll play with that a bit. It's not a high end version. It was like $100 off $80 off, something like that. Of course, you're looking at Prime Day today, and it looks like you're finding like much nicer. I could have gotten like a $350 version for like $20 more today if I would have waited, but.
The $1,000 one I was looking at.
Yeah, for half off, right?
It technically empties itself for 60 days. You can map out your whole area.
Mm-hmm.
You could say, Roomba, clean underneath my desk, and it would know where the desk is. It's smarter than we are.
That's for somebody with a large, like, floor plan suburban home, not a vertical, tiny square city property like you and I have, right? Yeah. The other thing I want is a lawnmower. I want the automatic lawnmower. It's like my yard's small enough. I'm sure it can handle it, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I have a fence. I don't have to worry about it going off into the street.
Or off a cliff.
Or off a cliff. It's basically a cliff behind my house. But yeah. I've officially brought in the robot overlord. So I'm sure there will be plenty of adventures with the robot in the future here. They'll have the report. But already it's temperamental, I suppose. But it'll be fun. If you have a Roomba experience or tips for me, please let me know. Because is there anything I need to watch out for? I am seeing it. Like, I got to make sure the cords. I did block off the studio area because we have not. I had this thought of like how I'm Roomba proofing the studio. Like I'm child proofing a home kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And like, okay, is the Roomba gonna suck this up or trip on this or pull this off a shelf or something like that? So it was kind of an interesting thing. So, Katie, what is your awesome thing of the week?
Tacos.
Tacos.
Always tacos.
Always tacos.
So I was on TikTok, as I am often, and I did not realize that Duolingo has their own little taco stand currently.
What?
Yeah, it's Duo's. I'm gonna butcher this because I've been practicing. Taqueria.
Taqueria?
Taqueria.
I think it's taqueria.
Taqueria. Sure. I told you I was gonna butcher it.
Unconfirmed. we should just ask anybody outside right now, because they're more informative than we are. So.
No, this will cut into their business.
Oh, okay.
Because there's street tacos also. Oh yeah. So these tacos look amazing. I had no idea this was a thing. But they have a chef coming in. Chef Marcella features Mexico City style tacos served on fresh tortillas made in house with fancy corn. It's a traditional process that's over 3,000 years old. But anyways, you can go get these. And one of the cool things about this particular stand is there is a game like where you can go and what they'll do is you'll ask to participate. And they'll say, I need you to translate. They might say, I need you to translate the specific word on the board, and then you'll get a discount of some sort. So it's kind of like this little other thing going on. So yeah, we need to do this.
Goes with that. If those don't know, Duolingo is like a language lessons application there, and so it is a way for you to over in East Liberty, East Liberty by its. I imagine this is right by its headquarters, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, so we have to go there because it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on Penn Avenue.
Are we going to do a taco? Because we were talking about going to the Lucha Tacos in a couple of days. We're just going to do a taco tour on Saturday, maybe.
I have no problem with taco
tours.
No.
That might have to be. So technically, we will be visiting taco places for each of the podcasts at that point.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
I mean, this is research and development.
Yeah, we can totally. Welcome to AwesomeCast. We tried these ones. Welcome to Wrestling Mayhem Show. We tried these ones.
Why are we talking about tacos? Let's talk Taco Tuesday next week on the show apparently. So,
Yes.
So you get that's Duos Taqueria. It's called Duos. Okay.
Yeah. So it's the Espanol challenge. So essentially to get the discount, I guess the rewards change.
Mm-hmm.
So the more often you visit, the more you learn, the more you save.
There you go.
So yes, you got it.
Pretty
totally
simple. Oh, the menu.
Yeah.
Chef Marcetta features Mexico City style tacos, fresh tortillas made in house. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Need. I have a mighty need.
Yes, exactly. All right, that's definitely worth checking out. We may have to put that on the schedule. Put that on the taco itinerary for Saturday.
If there's other taco places we need to try in the city of Pittsburgh, please let us know.
I mean, and then there's also, I mean, I don't know why we don't do this. We should just do like a taco tour of Beachview too.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, there's the stand. There's chicken. God, I can't remember the chicken Latino. And I've had some stuff in KCDs from there, very, very good. There's another place down here that I don't, and there's like 2 other places down here too. So that'd be worthwhile. So one day, we'll do that. We'll do a Sorgatron Media Beachview tour of some sort and have some people come in. So one day, I'm hoping I can plan my 5-year party here in the next month. So, so it's been, I can't believe we've been here this long. And obviously, we have pieces missing here. It's aged a little bit. I just gotta readjust these things. Get the staple gun out again. But anyways, well, one thing about Beachview we do love is the taste of Beachview is our friends at Slice on Broadway, the original, the OG. This is the Broadway. It's just a funny, clever name everywhere else. But 5 locations, New York City style, yins are made, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza in Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and the North Hills. And Katie, this is the first time you've been in ages, and you are experiencing the anti-pasta. So she's I always think anti-pasta is a protest, is a food protest. But
no, I love the pasta.
Yes.
I would not speak ill of it.
Exactly. So I mean, good. I've had the buffalo chicken a few times here at this point. There's not just the pizzas. There's the hoagies. There's everything. And there's again 5 locations: Beachview, Carnegie, East End, North Hills, and the pop-up down in South Hills Works. Not South Hills Works. South Side Works. Jeez. Go check that out, sliceonbroadway.com. And I've been enjoying there's a new rewards program because they're on they changed their at least I imagine it's chain wide. Their POS system is now Toast. Have you done a Toast?
Yes.
I think we did while we were traveling. A few places were. I this one came out, so it's like a Square, right? So it's like that newer kind of POS system, and they have it out there, and you can use your card and everything, and you put it in, and you have the rewards. And I mean, we've seen how many of these are. Clover's another one. But wasn't it Zingerman's where they handed us the PDA?
Yeah.
to pay?
Yeah.
Like that was weird, right? I mean,
they trusted us.
They were just like, she kind of stuck around, which was weird because now I'm fiddling with this thing and typing my address and the tip and everything while she's just waiting, watching. And I'm just like, I don't. It wasn't a terrible situation, but it was just like I wasn't ready for it. So, and also that's where we were surrounded by all the salt and pepper shakers too. So, but anyways, yeah, some cool stuff there. And of course they're doing a bit more, but. What else do we have here, Kitty? I know you had one more in here at least
Ooh.
that I stuck in. Oh, the Instagram
Yeah,
thing.
that one's the big one for you.
Yeah. So you looked at this first. Like, tell people what it's about.
So Instagram is testing what they call a live producer tool, which allows you to go live from the desktop from other streaming software. So you don't have to go live specifically from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and do your lives from all your places and do some switching, I'm thinking, from your computer, and it'll go Instagram live, which is super exciting.
So it would support what is called Stream Keys, which is how we actually operate this show here. So like the software that you see we operate, where it's got all the graphics and switching and everything, that would come through. I would imagine it would be cropped maybe because of the the vertical nature of Instagram Live. But I would love to do that for another option. And that's anything from like OBS, Streamlabs. If you're streaming to Twitch or something, that means you could potentially stream here as well. This seems to be in the testing phase right now. But eventually it would be rolled out to everybody, and they go through the process. But they don't talk about, like, I don't see anywhere where you can submit to be a part of this testing at the moment. And it's really weird because I'm used to being able to hit stream and it kind of like does it on every, sometimes YouTube it doesn't. But they're encouraging people to like be in the interface, which could be a problem if you're doing multi-streams. But although I'm sure they don't want to encourage people multiple streaming, they want you to all to be on one platform, right? Mm-hmm. So, we like to spread things out a little bit around here. I don't know that I've been waiting for it. There was a tool. Do you remember when we tried for like 2 shows to stream to Instagram over this other app that kind of did an end around to make it work? And I remember Alex Lindsay saying, everybody please use this because it's not technically an approved way to do things, but if you keep doing it, like maybe Instagram will actually embed it in. Yeah. So I don't know if that's related, but it was just so difficult to do too. I don't know. What do you see, from your side of things? You deal with a lot more social media on Instagram and media and things like that. Like, do you see, what do you see coming out of like, having better productions to something like an IGTV, IG Live?
Well, I think it's one of the things that's really nice is like a lot of creators are usually using their DSLRs to shoot their content to get better content and quality from their content. And I think that this is great for them because they're gonna be able to do that, and as opposed to having to maybe use their phone it's not the same. It's just not the same. As much as your phone does a certain number of things, it's just not the same as like your production cameras or my camera in shooting things. I just think the quality, we're gonna see a lot higher quality out of streams, and I think we're going to see different creators using it too, because I think creators, we all kind of get stuck. I don't want to be like stuck, but we pick our favorites. We 100% pick our favorites social media platforms that it's just way more fun to create content for. And like I think this is now going to give Instagram a little bit more of get up there a little bit more with Facebook, because we're all kind of over Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
But it's the same. It's just another Facebook, so does it really make a difference at this point?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's all, I don't know. We know it's all the same, but it just like makes us feel better to not be Facebook.
Yes, exactly. So, once available, you better believe I'll be, if there's a way for me to work it in and us to be streaming there as well, I think that's worthwhile. I think there's an audience there that can discover, and that's always my biggest thing, is having it in all places so people can discover what you're doing, right?
And it's a whole different audience, like as opposed to like what you're seeing on Facebook, because we were seeing a younger demographic on Instagram. We were seeing a lot more folks over on Instagram because they were over Facebook. People are leaving Facebook, despite the fact that it still feels like everybody's on there. There's not as many people on Facebook. Because of everything that kind of, I think ever since the election, everything went pew over there, and I don't think people have gone back. And I'm sure you hear it all the time that folks are like, do I have to go back there? Do I have to do things there? So I think it just gives them another place to go, which is nice. And like I said, it's a different audience. There might be more folks over there. Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter if you build your audience on one, that's good, and hopefully you can go other places too. So I'm looking. I was kind of curious as well because I was wondering about TikTok because TikTok does live, right? And there is, there is method at least through TikTok and Streamlab. I'm finding from, I think this is from 2021. I don't know. There's a typo in the title. About you can use Streamlab's desktop to go to TikTok. So I'm wondering, if that is something to explore too. Like I know there's like people are trying to stream live gameplay to TikTok. Say without StreamKey, OBS, or a PC. I don't know. I'm going to have to dig into this a little bit more. But I think that's worthwhile too because people are. I don't know if they're like the audience is there. I don't know if it's quite as engaging, right, as TikTok as a whole is. I haven't heard anything about people having streaming success there. I imagine people that have audiences like hugely built on TikTok are probably doing pretty well. But I'd be interested in seeing what that's for. NVIDIA has a broadcast app. What the hell?
Surprise!
I got an ad for it. I didn't realize that they did. It kind of makes sense that they would, but they kind of create everything. Ooh, how to stream to Twitch and TikTok at the same time. I bet it involves a restream. Actually, I'm going to try a restream in TikTok. Restream's a great tool that we use. That's how we go to a lot of our, between Vimeo and Restream, and we go to multiple places out of that. Restream TikTok. Oh, no, it's right here. Hold on a second. How to go live on TikTok. Full guide from the Restream blog. Oh, that's official. Guess what I'm investigating this week, Katie? Can we stream the TikTok? Who knows? Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll work on that later. What else is going on? What else is interesting from this list?
Ooh.
Yes.
So I threw this in before we started the show, but Google exec is suggesting that Instagram and TikTok are eating into Google's core products, which includes search and maps. So folks are not going to, like, what do I want for lunch? They're not going right away to Google Maps or Google to just search. They're going to places like TikTok or Instagram to figure out where they're going.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So in their study, this is Google, according to the Google exec guy, in their study, something like almost 40% of young people, when they're looking for a place for lunch, they don't go to Google Maps or search. They go to TikTok or Instagram.
Huh.
Which is... that's a pretty significant number.
Wait, as in like, so I'm trying to figure out how they're using the tool. Like, are they looking for local places to eat? Like, or are they asking, or,
using the search functions in both of the apps. So if you would just go into like Instagram or TikTok and go in the little, search area and you're like, lunch, like hashtag Pittsburgh, hashtag, whatever, or just like tacos, and you can it's gonna pop up things kind of close to you and be like, what you got? So let's see, I'm gonna look for tacos on Instagram and see where it tells me to go.
I just put lunch Pittsburgh, and hey, look, there's a taco.
Yeah, I put in tacos in places. I've got Condado, I've got Gordo's, okay. I got everywhere locally.
Okay, okay, I get this, and it's more visual. And there's Alex Eats Too Much. Eating tacos from Pita Land, which I know we have a Pita Land over in Brookline. So
even if you just go back into search and just put in a word like burgers and then go to places.
Burgers.
Enter.
And then places. Well, first there's your top right there, right?
Yep.
Places. Oh, and this place is near me.
Yeah.
Of course. So this is what you live in, so this is where you're going to search. Of course, this is all Moonlit Burgers, Red Robin, not that one. That's the one that tried to kill me. Burger Zoo? What is this? I don't know where that is. Wait. I don't think this one's local. It's 4,000 miles away. It's a zoo. It's literally a zoo.
Well, I don't know if I would not.
I think it's in Germany? This is in Europe or something. Oh, yeah.
How did you find that?
I'm in the Netherlands. I just typed burgers, Katie, like you told me, and I ended up in the Netherlands. Okay.
At the zoo.
Okay,
so a majority of these are local. I mean, there are some
yeah.
And like these ones that are showing up that might be from out of state, may be connected to an ad, is my guess.
Maybe.
If I would have to, if I had to guess, I would guess.
I'm typing burgers, so it's literally places with burgers in the name when I go to places. But audio tags, accounts, same thing, But where's the local? Isn't there like a local search that they had in here?
Ooh, I don't know.
Like, but you remember, like you could go pull up. I thought you could pull up a map and you could see everybody's posts
I see
or
what you're looking at
something.
now. Sorry, I saw the Burger Zoo. I was still in Taco Town. That's why I didn't have Burger Zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess you're right. They do have the name of the specific food in their name, but either way. So what were we looking? So
What are we doing?
I got
What are we
distracted.
doing again? I
Where am I
don't
at?
know
Who am I at?
anymore. Yeah.
Yes, I don't remember. I feel like there was at one point there was a local thing, but I don't know if that's a thing anymore.
Maybe I'm thinking Snapchat or something. So what happens?
Well,
with
Snapchat,
TikTok?
yeah.
Well, I need to try to get logged into TikTok. Apparently, still, it's not like it's not connecting to my Twitter app on here. Oh wait, no, it logged me in.
Something.
No, it's well, okay. So I'm not officially. No, it just doesn't. Hold on, I have at least the one login in here that I can try.
Pittsburgh lunch.
No, it won't bring that up. Fantastic.
Pittsburgh lunch spots. Oh, here's a bunch. We'll just look at this video. Ooh, this looks good. This looks terrible. Look. So yeah, easy. Either look up hashtag under users. Yeah. Pittsburgh lunch. Well, with the H missing. Get out. But yeah, so you're able to look and figure out. So people, yeah. So the young folks are looking for their food on TikTok and Instagram, and not on Google Maps or Google Search anymore.
Interesting. Well, it's the tool. It's the tool that they use.
18 to 24-year-olds.
18 to 24-year-olds. So the college age, for the most part. Interesting.
But you, along with other stats, like how 55% of product searches now begin on Amazon, which absolutely makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, it is the shopping internet for a lot of people, right? So, and even in Google, it probably pops up in most. I mean, I flip through Instagram and I get ads for Amazon. Sometimes, although sometimes, do you get this? Obviously, I get video game ads, but I get like sketchy video game ads. Like, why are these? These are like 4 or 5 Pokemon Game Boy Advance carts, but they blanked out the Pokemon logo in all of them. What's happening here, guys? Or here's the 200 games in one cartridge and things like that, where you're just like, you didn't license this copy of Super Mario Brothers. Very, very sketchy things. Well, on that, let's talk about a little bit of what is on for sale today. One of them, this was a pre-Amazon Prime Day situation. I forgot these existed. I forgot these were released, and they have me tempted because as we know on this show, I sprung for the Google Glass, did the whole thing, visited New York City to do it, and I forgot that Amazon had their own A-Train enabled Amazon Echo frames, so you can get them for, I think it was only $100. Yeah, for $99.99 you can get the frames, and they come with basically plastic lenses, and you can take them to an optometrist and get your prescription of them. This is that. There's no screen, there's no camera. What they have is the bone conductor technology, which was one thing I did love about the Google Glass, right? Was you didn't have something in your ear, you could hear it because it was doing vibrations through that little bone in the back of your ear. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you were there. One of our friends from General Motors had earphones like that too. They were telling people about, right? So it would be the A-Train interface, audio interface. I am tempted. Like, I just kind of want to see what it's like, right? See. But I'm not terribly integrated with the Echo infrastructure. Like, I have it. It turns a couple lights on, right? It lets me know about my packages. I turn on music for my dog when I leave, and that's kind of the extent of it for me. Like, I'm more like the Google interface because it can actually connect with other things, or it's already set up to connect with other things.
Yeah.
I haven't given all that permission to Amazon yet. So I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you are a part-time glasses wearer.
Yes.
So
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still not. I don't know. I'm still not in that world where I'm like ready to connect certain things to certain things, and it's exciting, but not. I don't know. It's not quite.
Thanks
there
saying
yet.
enough. Is it
Yeah.
is it because it's Echo and not one of the like if it was Siri in your ear, would you be more akin to it?
Maybe because I'm a little more used to Siri and I have become friends over the
There you go.
years. Echo
And you have
I
AirPods
not.
and stuff, so you're probably more integrated with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I find if anything Bluetooth is not an Apple device, it's such a tenuous relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I say hey hey Siri in the car, like nothing is synced right
Yeah.
for it to work. Of course it's a 2012 Ford Sync built by Microsoft, so I mean, what should I expect at that point, right? But yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad to see they're still coming. It's not as goofy as the Snap spectacles.
Yeah. Oh,
was
those
it?
were those were pure spectacles.
What are we supposed to do with that? So, but anyways, so they're $100 if you want to check them out. I believe they are still on sale over there. Amazon Echo Frames. I'm actually going to pull up on the Amazon and double check. See if there's some deeper discounts because of Prime Day since I checked this over the weekend. Yeah, still $99. These are the second gen model of the Echo Frames. Glasses with Alexa Classic Mac prescription ready. So you do have to go to the optometrist and deal with that whole deal. That's the only thing. Now I want this through iBuyDirect so that I can just get that already has my prescription and we can just plug these guys in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I need. I need a partnership there to make this happen. I would be quicker to push that buy button for that is what I'd be up for. Prime exclusive deal. You have to be a Prime subscriber in order to get this deal, apparently.
Sweet.
There's a lot of those. Going on right now. So let's stay on Prime Day for a second. I really appreciate it. I have, I think, Katie, I have a free game collection problem.
Yes.
Right? You've seen me scroll through my Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I did not pay for most of these games. I also have a Twitch account and an Epic account that have bless you. I was like, she just disappeared over there.
I tried not to sneeze into them.
I was like, where'd she go?
I'm gone. I'm out.
But so part of Prime Day, so hopefully you're jumping on this because I think this does expire like tomorrow. There are over 30 other games available there that you can go and claim. And also there's a bunch of games sitting in there that have been like a bunch of Neo Geo kind of cool, like Fatal Fury and things like that, and Samurai Showdown. Again, to install these, you have to download the Amazon Twitch. Yeah, the Twitch app, the Twitch Games app. I don't know, it's confusing. And have that connected with your Amazon Prime account. They are giving away Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is the revamp of the Mass Effect games. I've only played some of the first one, but I know some of our friends out there are big fans of the Mass Effect games. But there's also some Need for Speed Heat. There's a bunch of EA games that were a part of this. So definitely worthwhile. Grid Legends, the Jedi Knight series, the Jedi Academy and Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Republic Commando. So that it was some really, really cool games. Also, like those Star Wars games, I also have copies on about every platform now because they're included in either Game Pass games with gold or have been freebies or on something or other. So, but worthwhile if you do not have those in your collection. Grid Legends is another one, another racing game. So really cool stuff. A lot of add-ons too. There's some packs in there to claim for Fall Guys. They always have those. And I hadn't checked in there. I forgot. It reminded me Twitch Prime was a thing. I have attached to one of my accounts, but unfortunately I have 3 accounts for 3 different operations. So, but no, go check that out. It's worthwhile if you're a Prime member. Just grab some freebie games on that too. So, is there anything else you saw today on the Prime Day that really kind of stuck out? It seems like there's more to it. You said it was more searchable this year.
It felt more searchable. Like I feel like before it was kind of like you just had to keep checking into things, and it was like
like Woot or something, right?
Yeah, as opposed to like now it's very much. I don't remember last year. I can't, but
No.
but I noticed this year something I noticed for me was like if you search a certain word, you could select Prime Day deals. And I was like, oh, okay. So I could just put in this word and see if I could find things that come up with our Prime Day deals. And I'm like, oh, this is way easier than it feels like than it's been in the past.
Well, I enjoyed it. And I sat there, I looked at it, I was like, oh, my dog food's half off. It's letting you know, hey, here's the thing that you buy, and it's completely on sale right now. It's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll get that. And I'm like, doing the math, like, how far into my dog food am I? Do I need another one? I'm on a subscription. Those kinds of things. It feels more usable than Black Friday deals anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this definitely feels much easier to search through, and I just even like the look of the whole layout, even desktop and even on my phone was much more easy to figure out what was going on, as opposed to I feel like a lot of times they just throw a bunch of stuff in the top line, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
I'm not digging through everything.
No, this is going to be going on for 2 days. So as we record, this is day 1. And of course, it's going to show me all the Roombas I should have gotten. Wait. What is Prime Day and Grubhub doing? What is? Of course, they're.
You didn't. Shoot! Didn't the recent thing with Amazon partnered with or bought part of Grubhub or something? Like, if you're a Prime member, you get free Grubhub, I believe, is a thing.
I have Grubhub Plus, so do I need to cancel and activate this? Is this a Prime Day thing, or
Grubhub and Amazon Prime? Yeah. So Amazon Prime members get free Grubhub Plus for a year.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, you have to go in and claim the offer, but you'll get free.
So I got to go unsubscribe to Grubhub and make this thing happen. So
valued at $120 a year.
Oh, geez. Yeah. That's what I'm paying. I mean, well, as you know, with all the traveling and stuff, it really kind of pays off. Although I'm getting really tired of not getting my entire order a lot of times. So
wow, you're asking a lot.
It seems like a consistent thing. It's like, can I get the things that I put on the order? Because I've had it's not just a Grubhub thing; it's an everything thing. Anyways, so arriving tomorrow. What is this stuff? Oh, Missy's out in California. I think she ordered some stuff for her West Coast office. Sidekick Media West is what's happening there. And I see there's a couple of adapters that didn't make it out in her luggage that are going to be arriving in California by 10 p.m. tomorrow. Anyways, geez. This is a gimmick. But it's a big thing. They drum up business, and I saw a bunch of things of like, recruit people to sign up for Amazon Prime, and you get credit on your account stuff in the days leading up to this, and that felt a little fishy to me. So, anyways, and I just realized I'm showing exactly where Missy is on this.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just all go find her.
Well, it's just a zip code. It's not that bad. Everybody knows where we're at, so. Now I'm shopping. Now I got to stop.
Yep, sorry, not paying attention to the rest of the show.
No,
too busy.
Hard drive for a PlayStation? No, I don't have a PlayStation. Okay, back to it. Back around to it. Back to the stories. What else is going on here? I got to reopen my document now.
One of the things, I don't know who put it in there. Brandon put in, Elizabeth Warren wants a universal charging standard for smartphones. Could you imagine if we only had one type of cord for everything?
Whoa. They're doing this in England, or I'm sorry, the EU.
Oh, really?
I believe it's going through, and it's going to standardize USB-C as the standard. The problem is, what happens when there's a new standard, in that process, right? And also, don't you have better things to be doing than worrying about our chargers, Elizabeth Warren? is a little like, I'm just, right now is not the time for me to know that you want my charger on my phone to be to be universal, okay? Like, I'm sorry, everything's in context right now over the last couple of weeks, but I don't know. I don't think it's the place of government to be dictating the chargers on our phones. Like, it's an annoyance, but it's not literally worth an act of Congress. So I don't know. Jeez. Let Europe take care of it. Because if Europe takes care of it, then everybody's going to have to, just like GDPR. That's why we all get cookie notices every website we go to, right?
Cookies. Everybody gets cookies.
Yeah. Like they're big enough. Let them do it. Just like California passes tech laws, and the rest of us have to follow them because, like, California is basically its own country, right? So I saw something that said, hey, like California literally is the size of Italy. So, take that into context. But, it's a big influencer because of that. So let them do it. Let Newsom pass something like that to make that happen. We got other crap to deal with in Washington. Anyways. Sorry. That's my vent.
It's interesting that this is like, oh, this is a thing.
But do you see, like, what do you think? Like, it feels like it would be a problem down the line.
Yeah, like I feel like it's I don't know. It's the same thing as we're running into everything with technology, where it's like you think trying to like save money here could create more waste later. Mm-hmm. But I think that's where we're at. I think we've kind of backed ourselves in a corner with technology at this particular point, and the point where we could have stopped this from being a thing that's needed is way past.
We're too deep. We're too deep in. And I mean, I guess Apple would Apple has their Apple taxes. They have customized things, but they're moving a lot of their devices, including iPads, over to USB-C. And the rumor is iPhone's not too far behind that. Sure, okay. I don't care, But also, what happens when we need to do the next thing, but we literally need to get through Congress to pass the next technology. I think this hinders technology, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Like, that's my take on it. Like, hey, it'd be nice if these were all the same. Maybe the form factor gets, and backwards compatibility, but then that could still hinder. We don't know what technical progress is going to be, or at least I don't.
I would be happy if they just like got it down to a few standards, let alone one specific standard.
Well, where are we at right now? Because we're at a multitude of USB standards and Lightning, right? Mm-hmm. Versus like, I would say that the charger situation for phones now is better than it was 10 years ago, right? Because I mean, every flip phone had a different thing.
Yeah, we were the micro,
well, not even USB.
And then there was like the LG for a while I feel like was notorious for like the big thick bottom.
Yeah, like the multi-pin thing, like the 30-pin used to be, right? Or it'd just be like a plug, but it's like a weird size plug that you can't get anywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Like they were terrible. The flip phone, the 2000s through 2015 was horrendous. But at least we have like 3 USB sizes now and Lightning. Like, that's not that bad in the long run. But
I just mean like if we did this across like multiple types of things, like not just cell phones specifically, because we had this conversation where we're all using, the two of us are using label makers to label specific cords. What? Because like the little earpod things that I use, they have a very specific cord that doesn't fit anything else. And if I separated the two, I'd be like, what in the world does this cord do? And I'd end up throwing it away.
And we use specialized equipment for photography and videography and live streaming or whatever. And it's just like, okay, what's this? This Black Magic device here has a different plug than the other Black Magic device over there. It is maddening a little bit. But that's been like, can we get the power industry? The plug, it's not just cell phones. It's just like why do we have like 50 different versions of just a plug? It doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't that's the real problem. There should be a law.
That's the thing, is like when you're creating these things that are just specific to your product, this is bothersome. Like,
I'm sorry. Like Warren and them are, everybody's bagging on big tech every way they can, justified or not. And I don't think this is a justified one, or not something that's an actual thing. Well, how about something Apple is doing that's cool? I think we both saw this TikTok today, right? From Marquez Brownlee. I know I'm saying it wrong. I don't watch him enough. But my TikTok isn't working on here. Jeez. Hold on, I'm going to throw this on my phone. But so we know that we can take our iPhone, and there's a nice little clip thingy, MagSafe clip thingy we can put on the back of a MacBook, let's say, and it's going to use the iPhone. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. There's a nice camera, but what else are we going to get out of that, right? And the cool thing is, if you have like Katie and I both have the Pros, right, with the 3 lenses, including the macro and all that kind of stuff. And also, it's kind of fun. Somebody said, hey, we want to do this kind of shoot, and make sure you bring a macro lens. And I said, yes, I have one. So
I gotcha.
I am good to go. But anyways, as I try to bring my dock back up, so apparently there's as shown off in this video, there is something called desk mode. So it's going to be sitting on your monitor, and then that macro wide angle lens is going to be used. And we'll see if we can get to the right part of the video here, if I remember which button this is. There it is. There he is. And you get into it, and he shows this desktop mode on his computer. And so it is taking that, and it's like cropping that wide angle to show your desk. So you can set things on the desk. And it's a little skeuomorphic a little bit, kind of situation. So it gets a little weird as he's showing off in this video, but still, like, generally as a really quick kind of, I want to show something on my desk kind of situation in like a FaceTime call or something like that. That's really cool. And he's showing it in a window. So I was kind of curious about that, because I don't know if is it in FaceTime or something, in something view. Oh, he's in camera view on this app. And that was a very cool, we know how Chilla is with his crazy camera, and how, like, remember the one camera would like crop out if he held something up as a close-up kind of situation. Like, it feels like that kind of thing. So I have to look to see what that stand is. Oh, he says it at the beginning.
Yeah,
too.
and I was like, and it was like something MagSafe blah, and I was like,
oh yeah, hold on a second. I'll get the name of it, because he mentions it right at the top of the video. If I can get this off of. Whoop. Nope, that's not it. I'm getting the information.
So this is Belkin's little MagSafe mount from the keynote.
Belkin's MagSafe.
Belkin's MagSafe is the one they used in the keynote. So it may not even be might not be available yet.
To Amazon.
To Amazon.
Let's do it. Belkin
MagSafe mount.
MagSafe mount. Was it go up? Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it sits on your computer or your laptop.
It looks like it's like it's another one or something. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the Mac one, right?
No. Dang it. Anyways, so now we need to find those.
So how did he get one? Although he probably gets access to
much cooler stuff than us.
car vent mount. No. MagSafe MacBook mount. Maybe. Nothing's more compelling on a podcast than live searching.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so what else do we have to talk about? I thought there was something else.
We have some other stuff. Hey, there's a new telescope that they unveiled pictures. I don't think I got to see all the pictures. I keep seeing the explanations. Potter's shared a couple of TikToks explaining the difference here with the old telescope and the new one, the James Webb that they just unveiled the pictures earlier today. I think the starkest there's two things that I got out of these videos. Did you watch these today, Katie?
I didn't watch videos. I just saw the photos.
So the biggest thing about it is like, okay, it's a clearer vision of this, that, and the other thing, right? But the biggest thing I got out of these were the idea of, where's he at? Oh no, I didn't plug it back in. So, this idea. Oh no, it's over. Oh, there's too many adapters. They all look the same. Thanks, Apple. Jeez. So they show the same picture and they show you the clarity, but the biggest difference, like, to me, is like, so they talk about like, hey, this dot here, like, we know this is x bit away because of light and everything. This means the light that we're seeing here was about as old as we think the Big Bang was.
That's wild.
So we are literally, because I love the one video that says that this is a time machine, because the light we're seeing took how many years, in hundreds of millions of years or whatever, to get to us. And so it's not even a representation of what's happening that far out in the universe now, right? Like, reminded of the idea that it takes 8 minutes for the sun to be seen, the light from the sun to be seen. So in the most dire example, they're like, so if the sun blew up, we wouldn't know for 8 minutes.
Yeah. Like, woohoo!
So, but yeah, like those kinds of things are, that's what's coming out of this, and we're getting just a whole different view, and it's a great looking picture. I don't know if they've done I'm sure they did some post processing on this to make it look pretty for the rest of us. But no, it was pretty cool, and also like, what do they say? Each one of those dots is a galaxy, I think.
Yeah.
So like, it's really astonishing what they're doing. Between this and I was listening to a new podcast I need to tell you about afterwards, Katie, because I think we both follow the same TikTok that it came from. But they're talking about, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, they were talking about how like we're working on like NASA's been reinvigorated, and they're working on habitats on the moon, in the coming years that's going to prepare us for going to Mars, which again, I'm just getting to that point, and for all mankind, where we obviously did that in the 90s, to a great grunge soundtrack. But no, very, very cool stuff there. So go check that out. I mean, you'll be hearing a lot of news over it the last couple of days. I think, is that everything?
Did we cover everything?
That's everything in our thing. Yeah, no, because I have your taqueria in there twice. Apparently. Taqueria. Jeez.
Taqueria.
So we're gonna hit up our tacos this weekend, and
yes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Fantastic. Well, Katie, thank you for joining me here in studio. It's good to have like people in the studio, and we're having another guest in here this evening as well for the Mayhem show. So it's like the good old days.
I know. What is this? What year is this?
What's going on with you? What can people check out online?
Let's see. Kate Utters on Twitter, Kate Marie PJH on Instagram. Yeah, that's where I'm at, pretty much doing things.
You got to visit the wrestles this weekend.
I did. I saw some wrestles. Went to Rise. That was fun. Haven't done wrestles in a bit, so that was fun. And I feel like I did something else, but now I can't remember. I don't know. I hiked. Oh, I went for a hike. That was terrible. That was dumb.
But you had an ice cream break in between.
Yep, I did take an ice cream break because it was much needed, because I was like, this is way too hot.
I was like, hey, let's go for ice cream. And it turned out you were like, it was perfect timing for you to come down the hill.
I was like, look at me. So, waving at you. Yes,
and I'm completely ignoring because I'm like, I need to
ice cream.
Get ice cream.
Ice cream.
And I went for my own walk, and it was little out of it. So that's why I needed ice cream. So, all right. Follow my TikTok at Sorgatron for more adventures of Wickett meets Jeff the Roomba. I'm sure as we go here. Was it like once a week? I don't know. I haven't regularly vacuumed in so long. It's like once a week Roomba should be good, right? That feels
yeah,
like,
I mean, with how many people are in here, that's not a lot of people in here.
Yeah, not lately, but yeah. And again, hit me with your Roomba tips. Sure. Did I get the wrong model? Did I get the cheap model? I mean, obviously got a cheaper model.
You should have bought the $1,000.
I should have bought the $1,000 one that like unloads its own thing. I'm like literally like we're walking by and I'm telling her about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I have to unload that one because well, it's the first run, so it's gonna be the dirtiest, right?
Yes.
So that's the deal, and you just like let it go so it maintains and nothing builds up, like kind of situation. So, anyways. Thank you everybody for joining us online or wherever or after the fact. We'll see you guys next time. You have been our awesome audience. Have an awesome week. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.